All right, we're live. Sorry about that little technical difficulty right at the beginning of the stream. The software said it wouldn't work, and we had to restart the laptop and get reconnected. But we didn't miss much. 13:15 left in the first period. Sorry about the sniffles. It's that time of year, so you'll have to bear with me. All right. Now, I don't know what's going on. I wasn't paying attention yet. All right, so we have a penalty on a Waterloo player. They'll give the Blues their first power play of the game. The Blues played last night in Cedar Rapids. We lost a close one. After being down 3-0, they battled back. The puck sent behind the net, picked up by Munsterman, who had a very good game yesterday. He battled in the corner. Waterloo comes away with it, sent up to Carson. Carson sends it back to Bradley. Bradley shoots and scores through traffic. The goalie never saw it coming. So, just like that, the Blues are up 1-0 at 12:48 of the first. That's a good start. It's easier to win when you're not having to battle back. So the Blues capitalize on the first power play of the game. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Carson out there with Munsterman to his right and Yoder to his left. Bradley and Lintz back on defense. Carson tries to center it. Oh, it snuck through. Backhand shot. Oh, Yoder just goes far side wide on a nice backhand. Lintz tries to send it in deeper. It pops out, collected by the Blues over to Bradley. Across the red line, it's fired in. It hits a Warrior, number 36, but comes up to Carson. It's knocked off his stick to the sideboards. Waterloo collects. Breakout attempt is deflected on goal by a Blues player, and it is held. And I believe that's Vicker in on goal again. So Vicker in the crease starting for the Blues. 12:11 left in the first period. Place out there on the faceoff. It's one back to the Blues goalie who traps it, holds it for another faceoff. We have Beckwith out there with Wessler. Beckwith comes in the faceoff. He's knocked hard to the ice. Waterloo shot. It deflects. Nice turnaround shot. Blocked by Vicker's pad. Puck sent up the boards. Swatted back down to the corner. Pinned along the boards. Beckwith picks up top of circles, makes one move, slides it over to Wessler. Wessler across the red line. He comes across. He makes a move, comes off his stick. Oh, he had Beckwith in the slot, but two Waterloo Warriors pick the puck off. Arnie forces the man to the boards. Shot behind the net. Up the boards. Place throws up the boards. Beckwith tries to squeeze it out, but it's picked up by the defenseman of the Waterloo Warriors. Shot goes dangerously just wide of the post. Up to the point. It's off Beckwith's stick. Turnaround shot from the top of the circle. Deflects into the corner. Sent down to the corner and around. Arnie sends it up to Beckwith. It's battled for along the boards. 3-on-3. Now 2 Blues and 3 Warriors. Still battled for along the boards. Up to the blue line, turn around, fired up, and back to the corner. The Blues a little hemmed in their end. Place loses the puck. Cutcomp out there, takes a look, sends it to Beckwith along the boards. Beckwith flips out of the zone, and the Blues go for a change. Ooh, shot back in on net. Everybody's going for a change. Here comes Place up the ice. He sends up to Arnie. Arnie deflects it in the zone. Beckwith, Daisy Beckwith out there on it. She gets it, takes a look. Oh, she's roughed up. right in the contact to the head. No call. Shot by Place on net. And glove down. The Blues will get a face-off to the left of the Warrior goalie.
That's it. Piss her off.
That was up high, right to the side of the helmet.
Mad.
But no call. Hunt out there with Morales and Beckwith. Keating and Sipes back on defense. Hunt bats it up. Beckwith overskates it. It's loose. Puck still loose. Sipes hits it with his skates. Comes over to Morales. Morales out of the zone. Across the red line. He dumps it in. Hunt on it. Overskates it. And it's sent down the ice. Oh, no icing. Sipes is the first to it. Sends it over. It's off the stick of a Warrior to Keating. Keating up to Hunt. Hunt over to Morales. Nice breakout. Morales up the middle. It's poked off his stick, but wait, right to Yoder. Oh, and it's sent down the ice. The Blues could have had a scoring chance there, but a little too much traffic in the slot. Here comes Sipe. It's knocked off his stick. Finally, he turns around and sends it across the red line. Munsterman tries it to check, misses 17 of the Warriors. It's sent back in. Morales picks the puck up. His pass is into the skates of a Warrior. Top of the slot, nice hit by Munsterman on an unexpected Warrior player. Munsterman picks it up, errant pass, across the red line. He's in all alone. Shot swallowed up by the Waterloo Warriors goalie. And we'll have a face-off to the left of the goalie. 8:39 left in the first period. Your Quad City Blues up by a score of 1-0. Karsten out there with Munsterman to his right and Yoders to his left. Bradley and Lintz out on defense. Face-off one high to the opposite corner. Lintz gets to it, chips it on the boards. Karsten can't control it. It's chipped out. Lintz battling along the boards. It's poked ahead. Munsterman loses control. Lintz picks it up, carries it in. It's a low shot off the toe of the goalie's pad into the corner. Lintz all the way down. And he's using his body against the boards. Munsterman gets control, but it comes off his stick. Lintz pushes it through. There's a crowd of Warriors down there at the bottom of the circle finally. It's off the skates of Carson. It's still in. Carson, nice hit on 25 of the Warriors. Yoder tried to hit Munsterman, come out of the zone, but turns it over. Glove saved, but it comes out of his glove. Munsterman gets it over. Oh, it's off the skates of the Warriors. Again, he's trying to hit Yoder on the left wing. Top of the circle, shot low, deflected in front and tied up. There's some pushing and shoving. And we'll have a stoppage of play. Face-off coming to the left of Vickers. Bit physical here in the last minute or so of the period. Blues up 1-0. Place out there with Wessler and Whiting. Arnie on defense along with Cutcomp. Shot. I think it was in the glove of Vickers and he dropped it and couldn't find it. It must have been under his pad. So we'll set up for another face-off to his left. Place in again. Drop of the puck. Waterloo pulls it out, sends it back to the defenseman. Low shot off something in the crowd of bodies in front of the net. In the corner, behind. Keating gets it, skates it up. Sends it out. It's intercepted, but it's out of the zone. Oh, that was Place. I'm sorry, I thought it was Keating. Arnie pokes it to the middle of the ice. Place picks it up, makes a move. It's knocked off of his stick. Whiting turns, backhands one in. They call off icing. And Waterloo with a clean breakout into the Blues end, top of the slot. There's a shot and they score. Got to put a body on that man. So now it's 1-1 with 6:43 to go in the first. He came across the top of the circles, cut in right down the slot, made a move to the right, shot back. And just like that, we have a tie game. So both teams taking advantage of their opportunities. Morales is out there with Beckwith on the left, Hunt on the right. Waterloo wins the faceoff, dumps it in deep. Vickers steers it back behind the net. Keating falls down with it. Up to the point from the left point. They hit their own player. Morales over skates one. Beckwith in on the Warrior player. Goes to the corner. Morales picks it up behind the net. Up he comes, but it's knocked off his stick. Keating, though, gets up to Beckwith. Beckwith hands it off to Hunt. Nice play. Over the blue line, he's got somebody, Keating, going to the front. Beckwith can't control the puck. The Warriors can't, they poke it out off Hunt's stick. Over the red line, here they come. Through the skates of Morales. Down below the net, up and out. Sipes took a big spill behind there. Hunt knocks the player down. Picked up by, and offside. So some back and forth play. 5:45 to go in the first period. The score tied 1-1. There's a drop of the puck. Carson after it. It's flipped in over Lintz's stick. He gets to the corner. He misplays it, but hits it behind his own net. Bradley sends it around to the point, kept in by the Warriors. Shot goes on net, bounces off Karsten. Bradley battles in the corner for it. He gets support by Karsten up to Munsterman. Munsterman tries to poke it out. Finally, grabs it, and he's off to the races. Across the blue line, he has Karsten. Looks. Oh, it's over Karsten, but it's loose. Yoder picks it up. Oh, he tries to hit Munsterman out front. Bradley comes down. Bradley, the lone goal scorer so far, sends it behind to Munsterman. Munsterman takes a look, loses control of the puck under pressure. Battle in the corner. That should have been a penalty. Carson gets to it. Top of the slot. Shoots one low. Rebound. It's up in the air to the blue line. Bradley sends it towards the net. Munsterman gets around one. Shoots low. Deflected to the far boards. Carson picks it up. Up to Bradley. It's still in, though. Both teams tired. It's still in. Munsterman forces the man off the puck. He sends it, it's off a Warrior player. Finally, it's chipped out. Icing the call, but it might not go. It does go the whole distance. So Waterloo, out of desperation, sends one down the ice for icing. The Blues with several chances. So we'll have a face-off to the left of the Waterloo goalie. We'll have Place for a center. Rory Beckwith to the left and Wessler to the right. Cutcomp and Arnie for D. Waterloo wins the face-off. Carrying it up ice. Deflected by Place into the far corner. Up the boards it comes. Overskated by Wessler. Top of the slot. Beckwith deflects the shot off his skates. Goes all the way back into the Warriors' end. Wessling pursuing hard. Beckwith on the forecheck. Sent up the boards, but not handled well. Beckwith pins his man into the boards, waiting for support. Finally, it squirts out. It's knocked. Place picks it up. Tries to take a shot. Overskated by Wessling. Beckwith turns around, fires one in on net. The goalie plays it. Wessling in on it. Hunt loses it. Here come the Warriors across the red line. Shot low, deflected to the corner. Place puts a hard hit on number 40 from Waterloo. Puck bouncing around to the blue line, turns around, dumped back into the Blues end behind the net. Waterloo first to it. Comes out. High along the boards to the blue line. Pressured around one player. Takes a shot off of Arnie. Sent back. Arnie picks it up. Skates around, takes a look. Sends it up to Wessling. He wasn't paying attention. Down the ice it goes. No icing. Comes Waterloo, tries to break it out. It's picked up by Cutcomp. Cutcomp takes a look. Over to Hunt. Hunt makes a move. Sends it through the skates of one player. Misses a big check. Fired out. Beckwith tries to knock it down. No icing because Beckwith, she got her stick on it. The Blues set up behind their own net. Over to Beckwith. Beckwith. Oh, bad pass. Trying to hit Morales. He wasn't looking. Beckwith intercepts the shot. She skates up the ice. Over to Hunt. He's muscled off. Then offside. Here comes Arnie with the puck. He fires it and he pays hard. Big hit on Arnie after he throws the puck deep. It's fired up, but not out. Kept in. Still in. Across the red line come the Warriors. There's a move. There's another move. Backhand goes wide. Hunt sends it up to the point. Shot low. Pad save. Morales. Whoa, 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 whoa. Woo. Some dangerous chances there. Morales finally comes away with the puck. He makes a move. He's got 3 men on him. He carries in. Blues are changing up behind the play. Dumped in from the red line. Sipes over to it. He's got Keating out there on defense. Morales, Munsterman, and Yoder out there as the forwards right now. Munsterman first to the puck. Tries to push it behind the Waterloo player. Keating with a big hit. Nice hit, too. Here comes Yoder. Yoder makes a move. It's poked off his stick back to the neutral ice. He turns and throws it in. Munsterman leading the charge on the forecheck. Chipped out. Keating falls down, but he gets a stick on it. Carson sends it over to Yoder. He picks it up. Makes a move. It's knocked off his stick. He recollects in the corner. Munsterman right out front. The puck's deflected high in the air. Keating first to it. He tries to shuttle it down deeper, but it's off of player skates. Up and off the glass. Deflects off of Carson's stick. No icing. Carson collects, makes a move, makes another move, across the red line. He's got Munsterman with him. He loses it in a crowd. Sipes knocks it off the Warriors' stick. He pursues, takes a good path to the corner. And that's the end of the first period. So with the score 1-1, it's been a back and forth battle. The Blues went up first on a power play goal, shot from the blue line by Bradley. Then one of the Warrior players carried the puck in from the left wing, cut across the top of the circle, down the slot, got around the defense, shot back across the goalie and scored to tie it. So the Blues JV looking good. Last time we played the Waterloo JV, I believe they beat us pretty severely. So far, both the whole bench having opportunities up and down. Physical play picked up. That's good to see. Last night, I think that's what hurt us a little bit early in the game. Not a lot of physical play early in the game against Cedar Rapids. All right, we got 15 minutes put back on the clock. Ready for the start of the second period. The Blues to our right. The Waterloo now defending the goal to our left. Karsten out there with Yoder and Munsterman. Bradley and Lintz back on defense. There's the drop of the puck. It's chipped back. Lintz looks, collects, chips it up the board. Not out, but Yoder chips it up. Carson there. Waterloo D falls down, drops his stick. Carson tried to feather it to the front of the net for Munsterman, but it was intercepted. Munsterman pressuring. Missed pass, but chipped out behind Bradley. Yoder comes back hard. Way to hustle back to cover for the D. Centering pass, misses. It squirts all the way out. Waterloo first to it, collects it in their own end. Munsterman in on the forecheck. Up to the red line, cut off by Carson. Carson turns around, taps it back in, no icing. The Warriors pick it up. Again, a misconnection on the, that could have been offside. Hunt fails to poke it off his stick. Waterloo cuts across the top of circles, but bobbles the puck. Cuts back. Top of the blue line. Off the boards and around. Bradley gets to it. Oh, whoa. Lintz overskated it, and Bradley bounced it off either Lintz's skate or off the back of the net, and it just stood there. Waterloo picked it up, and if the Waterloo Warrior would have looked, he could have just wrapped it in. Vickers was down to the right of his net and struggled a bit to get back to the left. So puck out of play. Faceoff comes back to the right of Vickers. We have Hunt out there with Beckwith, and Morales taking the faceoff. The winger sent back to the edge of the circle. They were creeping in. There's the drop of the puck. Waterloo sends it back. Hunt up on it, but it's fired back behind the net. Sipes over there pins his man in the corner. Beckwith gets past her, centered to the slot, and Keating, turned over, sent back below the goal line. Sipes gets to it, chips it around the boards. Nobody there for the Blues. Picked up in the corner by Waterloo. Fired across the slot. Sipes gets his stick on it. He turns, under pressure, loses it. Sent behind the net. Keating sends it up to Hunt. Hunt over to Morales. It's off his stick. Beckwith hits Morales' stick, but he wasn't ready for it. Fired up, but not out. Beckwith gets it. Oh. I think we're going to have matching minors here on Hunt and somebody else. After Hunt dropped the puck back, cross-checking, I believe. So we have matching minors, but we're going to skate 5-on-5. So the face-off will be in the Waterloo end. Out comes Place with Whiting to his left. Wessler to his right. Cut Comp and Arnie back on D. 12:43 to go in the second period. Drop of the puck. One back. Arnie, though, overskates it. He has to hustle back. Cut Comp taking the man down the middle. Puck sent behind the net. Off a Cut Comp stick off the side of the net. He turns. Sends it around to Whiting. Whiting just turns and throws it back up to the point. It's off Cut Comp's skate this time. He looks, comes up clean. He sends over to Whiting. It's a little ahead of him, but Whiting skating hard, can't get up to it. Sent out by Waterloo. Place throws it in. And the Blues have to touch up. It would have been offside. The puck being tossed back and forth. It's out. Nope, maybe not out. Yep, delayed offside. Waterloo takes in, shoots, and scores. Vickers getting a little deep in his net. Gives up one from almost the top of the circle. So the Warriors go up 2-1 with 11:42 left in the period. All right, there's the drop of the puck. Lintz slaps at it, but it goes up in the air off a stick. There was delayed. Oh, that knocked out of the air. Carson comes away with it. It's knocked off his stick. Sent back. Sent up by the Blues. Chipped off and down the ice. That'll be an icing. So face-off will come all the way back to the Waterloo end. The Blues find themselves down 2-1 after jumping out to a 1-0 lead in the first. We'll have Karsten out there with Munsterman and Yoder. Keating and Bradley on defense. Drop of the puck, one back to Yoder. Yoder turns, shoots it. Stick saves deflected high and out of play. So we'll have another face-off to the right of the Waterloo goalie. Waterloo wins it back off the glass. Keating can't keep it in. It's off his skates. Bradley, though, does a nice job knocking it off the stick, but it's carried in, but offside. So the face-off will be outside the blue zone. Drop of the puck, one back by Waterloo. Fired in, off of something. It's to the left of the net. Bradley gets it, but he's pinned against the boards. He's waiting for help. Carson comes down. Takes it away. Tries to make a move. It's knocked off his stick. Dangerous behind the puck, behind the net. Set out front. Vickers puts his glove on it and pins it in place and says, we'll take a face-off. So Hunt and the Waterloo Warrior player come out of the box after serving their minors for both cross-checking. The Blues win the face-off. It's sent around. Yoder first to it. Tries to make a move around one player, lose it. It's fired out of the zone. But icing waved off. Karsten in hard after the puck. Lifts the stick, picks it up. He's got Munsterman in the slot. Sends it over. Munsterman picks it up, makes a move, shoots. Oh, off the glove and just over the net. Munsterman sends it back behind the net. Karsten over to it. Sends it to the point. Bradley shot hard. Glove save, it's loose. Beckwith getting in there with her stick. We'll have a face-off to the left of the Waterloo goalie. Both teams making changes. Blues with a couple chances there. So we have Morales with Hunt to his left, Beckwith to the right, Sipes, and I believe Keating on defense. There's a drop of the puck. Waterloo comes away with it. Gets around Sipes. Keating gets in there, takes it away. Stumbles though, sends it up off the boards. Hunt can't. The Waterloo Warrior gets to it first. Sipes takes it behind the net, sends it over to Beckwith. It's a little in front of her. Puck dangerous in the slot, loose, up to the blue line. Shot off Sipes' stick, goes wide. Sipes tries to send it around. It's up top of the slot. Hunt gets the stick in the way. They're battling, puck's loose and they're dangerous in the slot right there. Finally it comes out. Sipes pins the man up. Hunt pokes the puck, takes it. Now they come over the red line. Puck comes off his stick. Morales comes back, forces the Waterloo Warriors to send it behind the net. Ooh, it bounced out dangerously to the side of the net. Vickers almost let it come in. Sipes gets up, sends it down the ice. Waterloo collects. It's off Morales. He's in all alone. Take a look. Nice glove save by the goalie. So 8:43 to go. The Warriors up by a score of 2-1. The Blues having their chances, but playing a little dangerous with the puck in their own end. So we have Place out there with Beckwith to the left and Wessler to the right. Arnie and Cutcomp back on defense. Puck comes around to the blue line. Arnie can't get to it. He takes it out, sends it over to Cutcomp. Cutcomp takes a look, sends it up the ice. Wessler skates back with it, sends it over, trying to hit Beckwith, but a stick from Waterloo deflects it. Sent back up to Beckwith. Beckwith backhands it in. Place tries to go for it. He's run into the corner. Beckwith gets down there. He falls down. Place comes away with it though. He was trying to send it over to Cutcomp, but he couldn't get anything on it. Cutcomp pushes the man off the puck twice. Waterloo top of the circles, top of the slot, takes the shot, blocker save. Cutcomp picks it up. He stumbles. Thankfully, the cross slot pass, there was nobody there. Shot from the point off the pad of the goalie. Shot goes behind the net. Wessler gets over there, picks it up. We just cannot get the puck out. We whiff on half of our attempts. Finally, puck comes off the stick of Place. Arnie finally collects it. Still, it's in.
Come on, Rory.
Beckwith behind the net. He sends it over. Cutcomp. He can't control it. Again, it's back behind the net. Beckwith, he gets tied up. And Waterloo sends it out finally on their own accord. Here comes the puck. It's dumped cross ice. Cutcomp misses his check. Shot on goal. Comes all the way around. Some tired legs out there for the Blues. Munsterman over to it. Cutcomp trying to get away from pressure. Arnie gets to it. He sends it up. Still is battled for. Beckwith knocks the man down. Place sends it around. Munsterman up the boards he goes. Finally chipped out by Munsterman. Oh, bad turnover. Munsterman goes all alone. Takes a look. Shot high over the net. The Blues are changing. They have to get on the ice. Good thing Waterloo missed that pass. The Blues, though, collect the puck in their own end, come out. Keating carries it in. Cross slot, takes a shot. Knocked down by the defenseman. Keating first to it, turns, fires it, picked off by Waterloo. Sent up. Yoder gets in the way. Munsterman smartly carries it out. Turns, fires it in. He had Bradley behind him. He could have sent it off. The Blues are, there they go. Make a change. Carson right along the blue lines. It's overskated by the Blues, sent in deep by Waterloo. Vickers sends it back behind the net. Keating pokes it ahead to miss, to get out of the way of a check. Oh, it's turned over. Waterloo top of the slot, shot off of Karsten. Waterloo can't get to it in time, and it comes out. Hunt overskates it. Yoder battling for it. Waterloo comes away with it. Top of the circles, top of the slot, shot off the pad. Yoder comes down, tips it up, but just a little too far for a Hunt. Finally, it's sent across. Bradley first to it, carries it across, in. Nobody from the Blues going to the net. Puck comes all the way up the boards. Keating turns, fires it. Goes short side, wide. Beckwith pursuing the puck carrier. It's sent out. Sent back in by Bradley. Beckwith pulls up. There's a delayed penalty. And it's down the ice. We're lucky we got a whistle because I don't think that was controlled. It was touched but not controlled. So we have a roughing call on, looks like Karsten. So Gavin Karsten gets a roughing call. The Blues are now killing a penalty. We have Sipe and Lintz out there with Munsterman and Morales. Drop of the puck to the corner it goes. On the half wall. Shot. Nice save by Vickers. This time he's out on top of his crease. The last goal he was a bit deep in his crease. Morales taking the face off again. Puck loose, sent up to the blue line, top of the slot, sent over along the half walls, skated up the boards. Nobody there, puck comes out, Waterloo has to regroup. Munsterman forechecking hard. Here comes Waterloo into the Blues end. Cut across the top of the circles, they like to do that. Cut back.
Stay with him.
Dishes it off to the half wall. Back up to the blue line. Turns, takes a shot. Sent behind the net. 3:35 left in the second period. The Blues down 2-1. Oh, Munsterman got his, or Lintz got his stick on it just enough to not give the Waterloo player a chance to take a shot. Waterloo player falls down, sends it back up the boards. Morales over there. Picks the pocket for a second. Comes up to the point. Shot back down. Puck fired up the boards. Back to the corner. Lintz steps up, forces it behind the net. Lintz battling for it behind the net. Waterloo's shot off the side of the post. Carried behind. Pass back to the opposite corner. Waterloo struggling with the puck a little bit. Lintz hard on it. Oh, nice pass through the skates of the Blues player. The Waterloo player, though, didn't get a lot on it. Vickers made the save. Another backdoor. Oh, Vickers made a nice glove save. Nice glove save. 11 seconds left in the penalty to Gavin Karsten for roughing. 2:31 left in the period. The Blues find themselves down by a score of 2-1. Nice save there by Vickers to keep it a one-goal game. So we have Yoder taking the face-off. He's out there with Hunt, Keating, and Bradley, the D. Puck sent to the opposite corner. Karsten out of the box. Puck loose in front of the net. Oh, must have got tangled up in there somewhere. The Warriors pressing hard at the end of the power play. It's an up and out. Here comes Hunt. Waterloo first to it. Yoder chips it deeper. None of the Blues scramble after it. Waterloo gets to it, sends it up to the point, and it comes out. Keating collects it. Turns, sends it up the boards. Yoder can't collect it. Sent back up the boards by Waterloo. Oh, a nice hit by Keating. On an unsuspecting Warrior player. He turned, come up the ice. Puck sent to Yoder right in the middle of the ice. He's hit, driven off. Puck, Bradley intercepts. Sends over to Beckwith. It's chipped in, goes deep. Karsten in after it. Sent around to the corner. Karsten puts another body on, back behind the net. Beckwith forechecking hard in the corner. We have a stoppage for an injury or a penalty. So the Blues will be going on a power play, it looks like. Waterloo will be getting a 2-minute roughing penalty on number 22. Zabel, I believe that is. So he got roughed up in the corner and must have decided he didn't like it. And took a penalty for it. Morales taking the face off. Beckwith out there to the left. Place to the right. Keating back with Cutcomp. Puck set up the boards. Kept in by Cutcomp. Chipped down the boards. Place chips it further down. Still in the corner. Finally, it's sent around. Comes out. Keating gets to it. He looks. Sends it over to Cutcomp. Cutcomp sends it. Nope. Cutcomp carries it in. And Place is offside. Place was watching the puck carrier more than the blue line and was just over the line. So, face-off just outside the Warriors' end. The Blues with a minute 33 left on the power play. Face-off sort of won by Waterloo. Waterloo carries it in. Puck is deflected. Morales chases it up the boards. Puck loose. Chipped in. Place can't find it, though. Cutcomp tries to line the man up, but he just falls before he gets there. Puck sent up under the stick of Beckwith. Morales, it's off him. He kicked it to his own stick. The Blues struggling to get in the zone right now on the power play. Just not connecting well with their passes right now. Cutcomp picks up, sends it back up. Place backhands it in, chases after. It's picked up by Waterloo. They turn, fire it. And that's the end of the second period. The Blues will be on the power play for 44 seconds when the third period starts. Score, the Waterloo Warriors 2, the Quad City Blues 1. We'll be back in about 12 minutes. Okay. We're about back. Teams are on the benches. So that was the team in a video put together by my wife. Then she sent it to me and I had to figure out how to get it linked up. Finally we did. So we'll be running that during the intermissions so you can see the names and the numbers. Follow along at home. 15 minutes on the clock. Start of the third period. The Blues find themselves down by a goal. There's the drop of the puck. It's battle for still. Munsterman finally gets control. He backhands one in deep. Hunt after it. Carson picks it up. The Blues are on a power play. 27 seconds left. Keating tries to backhand one towards the net, but it's blocked by some skates. The Warriors carry it out. Keating gets under it, picks it up, sends it in. 16 seconds left on the power play. Hunt battling down at the end boards. Munsterman picks it up, sends up the boards. Karsten collects, sends it back down to Munsterman. Munsterman tries to cross ice to Keating. It's off his skates and a stick of the Warriors player. Nice hit by Hunt. Sends it in front. Keating fires it off the Waterloo player. Bradley pokes at it. Picked up by Munsterman. Loses control. Kept in by Bradley. Munsterman with it. He shoots. It's off the skates of the Waterloo player. Back to Keating. Keating fires when it goes wide of the net. Sticks flying everywhere. Into the corner. Sent up the ice. Carson steps down. He keeps it in. Munsterman pursues the puck. Waterloo fires it up and out. Down the ice. This could go for icing. And it does. So the Blues will get a face-off back in the Warriors' end. Waterloo kills off the remaining 44 seconds of the power play for the Blues. But the Blues had a few opportunities. So Morales in for the face-off. Daisy Beckwith to his right. I think it's Yoder over there to the left. Arnie and Cutcomp back on defense. Nope, that's Hunt. He just fell down. Waterloo carries the puck up the boards, chips it out. Cutcomp fires it back. Hunt picks it up, sends it over. Morales carries it in, goes wide. Behind the net, fires it to the front. It's off the stick of a Warriors player. Arnie turns, fires one towards the net. Puck loose. And the Warriors goalie makes a stop. We'll have a face-off to their left. 13:15 to go in the game. The Blues down by a score of 2-1. Morales in for the face-off. There's a drop of the puck. Puck sent towards the net, goes to the far corner. Waterloo overskates it. Morales pins the man to the boards. He and Hunt in there. It's popped out. The Warriors carry it out to the red line. Cross, top of the circles. Puck knocked off the stick. Knocked off Morales' stick. Cutcomp behind the net. Heads up the ice. He sends it up. It's out to the red line. Arnie knocks it off the Warriors' stick. Morales picks it up. Sends it ahead. Chases after it. Into the corner. Sent all the way around to the opposite side. Place. Nice hip check, but then he falls down. But he gets back up. Puck comes to him. He centers it. Nobody there. The Blues are changing. Sipes gets his stick in the way. But the Waterloo Warrior player comes away with it. Sends one off the goalie, and it's fired out. Might not go for icing. Waterloo picks it up. Carries it out across the blue line. Top of the circle, fires high over the glass. I don't know if it was deflected or just sent high. Battled for along the fireboards. Sent in deep, Lintz to it. It's off the skate of, I think, Place. The Warriors sent it up to the blue line, fired back in, bounces off Karsten, knocks it down with the skate. Sent up, Place forces the man off the puck, back up, shot off of Karsten this time. Lintz collects it. Oh, it comes off his stick dangerously to the side of the net. And Vickers has to pin it, freezing it in his crease to get a face-off. The Blues a little bit of a struggle. with the puck there for a minute. 11:29 to go in the game. Morales out there for the face-off. He's out there with Whiting and Wessler. Bradley and Keating are the defensemen. The Warriors come away, throw it in, it goes wide of the net. Circles around and out of the zone, all the way back. Morales pressures, comes up, and icing is the call. So the puck will come all the way back to the right of the Waterloo goalie. The Blues have 11 minutes and 12 seconds to work with to tie the game or score 2 and win the game. Morales for the faceoff, drop of the puck, goes to the corner. Waterloo flips it up the boards. It's a glove down by Keating, who takes a hard hit. Waterloo picks it up and sends it down the ice. And that's icing again. So Keating knocked it down with his glove and then got drilled for his effort. But Keating has put a physical game together today, so he's giving as good as he gets at the moment. Whistle, drop of the puck. Won by the Blues, but off a Warriors player and kept in. Wessler makes a move but loses control of the puck. Morales picks it up. He's driven off the puck. Finally, the Warriors carry it out across the red line, dump it in. Bradley has to look over his shoulder. Puck again sent deeper. Keating pins the man up in the corner. That's as high as it goes. Puck sent up down the ice. This will probably go for an icing. And icing is the call. I heard a noise. Is that better?
It's better.
All right. Beckwith out there with Beckwith with Place as the center. Waterloo gets tossed. They'll have another player come in for the faceoff. Drop of the puck. Sent to the corner. In deeper. Comes out front. Beckwith sends it up the boards. Chases after. Comes out. She gets to it. It's off her stick. Battle for right here on the near boards right in front of us. Sent back. Arnie over to Cutcomp. Cutcomp. It's off his stick. He fires it in deep. The goalie comes out to play it. Beckwith and Beckwith out there. Sent up the boards. And chipped out. Cutcomp gets to it. He turns, sends it up. Waterloo chips it back, skates through. Shot off the pad and driven to the corner. Sent back behind the net. Up to the point. Fired back in. Behind the net it goes. Cutcomp. Push from behind. Waterloo gets it, sends it to the corner. Arnie sends it up. Between Beckwith skates. They carry it in their own end. The Blues changing up. Oh, there's a big collision right there. Cutcomp absorbs it. Morales comes away with the puck, though. Gets it in. Tries to feather one to Munsterman in the slot, but it was intercepted by Waterloo. It's off Munsterman's skates behind the net. And bounces down the ice. Oh, nice save by Vickers. It got through Sipes' skates, and there was a Warrior behind him. But sent out, and the Warriors sent it back in. The Blues have to collect. 8:34 to go in the game. The Blues have to get one to tie. Arnie comes away with it after a couple Blues players overskate it. Comes out. Arnie up the ice with it. Carries it in the zone. Drops it back to Munster. Munster takes a shot. It's off the goalie's mask. Oh, Carson overskated it. It's 2-on-1, but Munsterman comes back hard. Long shot from the blue line. Vickers makes a nice save. Morales picks it up in the corner behind the net. Out he comes, up the middle of the ice. Loses control, but skates through, comes up with it. Comes off his stick again. And it's chipped out. Sipes back on it. He looks, sends it over to Bradley. Bradley takes a look. Bradley makes a move, though. Looked like he was going to try a cross-ice pass and carries it up. He gets hooked up. No call. Munsterman shot off the defenseman into the corner. Chipped up. Blues player taken out. The puck sent down the ice. Bradley picks it up. Turns, takes a look. Decides he's got plenty of ice. Skates it in. Takes a shot. Up high, and the goalie makes the save. We'll have a stoppage of play. Shot from the left. Face-off coming to the left of the goalie. 7:10 to go in the third period. Much better result than the last time the Blues were here. They got beat up something like 9-0, 9-1. It was a pretty rough game. Drop of the puck. Chipped up the boards. Lintz gets a hold of it, sends it to the slot. Nobody there. Waterloo misses the pass. Keating, it's off his skate. Sends it up to Beckwith. It's through her skates. Waterloo collects, carries it in, sends it deeper. Up the ice, it's deflected off his stick. I thought it should have been icing. That was the other side of the red line, but the refs say close enough. Battle for it behind the net. Waterloo comes away with it. Oh, right in front. Nobody picking them up. So the Blues are now down by a score of 3-1, 6:37 to go. Nice play by Waterloo. They have a man right in front of the net. Nobody picked them up. So Karsten, Morales, and Munsterman out there with Keating and Bradley for defense. Puck in the Blues corner, sent up along the boards. Munsterman gets it, or Morales chips it out. Munsterman hard on the forecheck. Waterloo slides it in the zone. Top of the slot, shot goes wide though. Turnaround shot, hits the stick of Waterloo player. Must have went into the netting also. Faceoff should be outside the zone. Well, I guess I didn't see what I thought I saw. Faceoff to the left of Vickers. Drop of the puck. Carson wins it to the corner. Keating picks it up. Turns, protects the puck. The Blues can't waste time battling in corners, though. They have to get the puck up the ice fast. Keating losing control. Bradley chops at it. Finally, Keating gets it again. Sends it over to Munsterman. Munsterman comes wide with it. Sends it down the right side to the corner. Back behind the net. It's picked up by Hunt. He's driven out the puck. Carson is knocked off his stick. Finally, Carson, back checking, knocks the man off the puck. Munsterman gets to it, tips it around one player, and offside is the call. So both teams change up after the offside call. Face-off on the near boards here. We have Place out there with Wessler and Morales, I believe. Morales collects the puck. Comes off his stick, goes to the boards. Waterloo player falls down. It's battled for, it's loose. Waterloo gets to it. The pass is off the skate of the Waterloo player. Sent over to Cutcop. Finally gains control and sends the puck into the Waterloo end, and it's deflected up and out of play. Souvenir for somebody. So, as the refs get a new puck, sorta. Face-off. Deep in the Waterloo end to the right of their goalie. Placed with the face-off. Puck one to the slot, sent up to the blue line, kept in by Arnie. Arnie turns, flips it in, picked up by Waterloo. They can't get it out. Here comes Hunt. Oh, he had the stick. He had his puck on his stick, but it rolled off. Pass behind the Waterloo Warrior player. Arnie showing speed, coming back hard. Place over, skates it. Battle for. Waterloo sends it across. Ooh, dangerous across the slot. Cutcomp picks it up, turns, takes a look, skates, send it over behind Wessler, but Waterloo gets to it first, sends it into the Blues end. Arnie back for it. He backhands it up to the point. Waterloo picks it up, makes a move, but Arnie makes a nice job of getting back. Oh, there's another player in the slot. Nobody picked up. Good thing he missed the net this time. Up to the point, shot, and Vickers makes a nice save. Keep it a 2-goal game. 3:58 left to go in the game. The Blues down by a score of 3-1. So we have Beckwith, and Beckwith out there as the wingers. Morales is the center. Sipes and Bradley, the D. Puck comes up to the point. Beckwith pressures, D to D pass. Off the D. Nobody can get their stick on it, bounces high in the air. Back behind the net, sent up the boards. Sipes blocks, or Bradley blocks a shot with his skates. Beckwith chases after the puck. Waterloo gets to it first. Beckwith putting on the pressure. Sent up the boards. Collected by Morales. Morales tries to fire it up the boards, but can't get it out. Bradley keeps a stick in the slot. It's up to Beckwith. Beckwith chips it out. Waterloo picks it up. Carries it out. Dumps it in deep. Goes after it. Bradley gets a stick on it finally. It's knocked off the Waterloo player's stick. Fires. Waterloo shoots it wide of the net. Beckwith over to pursue, gets his skate in the way. Bradley sends it down the ice. This could be icing. So with 2:34 to go, the Blues struggling to get it into the offensive end of the ice. Carson out there with Munsterman and Hunt. Puck popped up and out of the zone. Waterloo collects. D-to-D pass, though, between the skates of the other Warrior defenseman. Waterloo chips it up into the neutral ice. Cutcomp over to Carson. Carson picks it up, carries it in. He has a support. He has a shot. There's a rebound. Cleared to the boards. Cutcomp shoots it towards the net. It bounces off a few players. Collected behind the net. Back to Cutcomp at the point. His shot is deflected off the shin guards of the Waterloo player. Waterloo picks the puck up, but Hunt comes away with it. Sends it in. The Blues are looking to pull their goalie, but can't get control of the puck. Finally, the goalie heads to the bench. And on comes Morales. Puck still battled for in the corner. Out front, Morales had a chance, but there was stick got in the way. Chipped up the boards. Bradley keeps it in, fires it down, but nobody low for the Blues. Puck fired up. Keating gets it away. Carries it in, takes a look. Slot. Carson, it's knocked off his stick at the last second. Carson sends it deep. Sent back up to the point. It's kept in. Bradley sends it over. Munsterman chases it into the corner. 1 minute left in the game. Puck is loose. Center, oh, Keating couldn't keep it in. He tried to glove it down. The Blues had to come out. Sent up, Hunt carries it in, loses control. The Warriors send it all the way around to the point and out. Icing waved off, 35 seconds left. The Blues, Keating falls down. Carson fires it across, this will be icing. So 25.1 seconds left in the game. The Blues down by a score of 3-1. We'll have to put the goalie back in with the faceoff coming all the way back to the right of their goal. There's a drop of the puck. Hunt fires it out. Cross ice, won't go for icing, but Munchman chasing after it. Puck's gloved down by Karsten. He has to wait. Send in, but the Blues, I guess, tagged up. Fired out, bounces in, and out. Net empty. 5 seconds. 2, 1. And there's the game. So the Blues don't come away with the victory, but show a better result than the last time we were here. This time losing only by a score of 3-1. A very good game with a lot of good chances. So the Blues are improving week by week, as we've talked about in the past. 15, 16 rookies on this team. 16, we believe. So not the result you'd want. You'd want the win, but improvements. Still a lot of things to work on. All right, well, that's the JV game. We'll be back in about 20 minutes for, about 20 minutes for the varsity game. So stick around. Coming to you from Young's Arena in Waterloo, Iowa.